The second contestant is Miss Nishimura Yuka from Aichi Shutoku Gakko in Aichi. The title of the speech is Learning from Mistakes.
I'm going to tell you about an innocent little girl. She's a wonderful child, full of dreams, excitement, and life. Her name is Yuka. My name is Yuka. And this is my story. Well, first of all, I have a question. Please, will you take a moment to think about the innocence of a child and answer a question? Please tell me, do you like yourself or do you love yourself? As for me, I did not like myself when I was an elementary school student. At that time, I went to cram school in the evening. I studied every evening because I wanted to enter the most elite junior high school in Nagoya. But I didn't want to study every evening, and I didn't want to go to a cram school. It was my secret. I didn't like myself, and I didn't like my secret. But weeks before the entrance examination, I tried my best to study, and for the first time, I found that it was not so bad. After the examination, I knew I could not get high marks. Do you understand how the 12-year-old girl felt who had to face the most horrible failure of her life? I failed. I could no longer enter the school my mother and I have been dreaming of. I was disappointed with myself, and I thought I was a loser. How could that face my mother? How could that face my friends? I cried and cried all day and all night, without eating anything and without seeing anyone. I didn't want to see my family or my friends that I studied with. I was absent from school for a few weeks. After the darkest and the hardest days, I suddenly smiled. I realized I didn't want to fail again. I didn't want to have such a miserable experience again. So I thought about how to fail the exam. I found out that my basic study skills were not good enough. I said to myself, if I study the basic points first and completely understand them, then I will be successful. With that smile on my face, I did enter another school which my mother had chosen for me. But I didn't care. It didn't matter, Lord. All I wanted was to do my best in everything. Then, in a few weeks, I became interested in school life. I continued to study every day. I was becoming a very good student. I tried my best to study and one day, I asked my science teacher why the sun looks bigger than usual. My teacher answered, it's because of the reflection of the light from the sun, which bends beneath the object in the air. Then the light spread in all the directions. In this way, the sun looks bigger. From that point, I was fascinated with natural sciences. That was my first experience to enjoy the pleasures of studying and understanding. Until then, I didn't know the joy of studying. To study something is the first step in discovering something new. The most horrible failure of my life has turned out to be my greatest success. Now, I enjoy my school life and I enjoy studying. I try to participate in many activities at school. So I'm very, very busy now. But who cares? It is fun and exciting. At first, when I entered my school, I wanted to be better than students of the most elite girl junior high school, which are their gender. But now, I don't think so. I don't feel dull anymore. Recently, I sometimes think that I am studying not because I want to win, but because I'm looking to the future and my wonderful self. My life is wonderful, and I'm dreaming, enjoying the excitement of my studies and my school life. I'm not what I was 4 years ago. I'm what I am, and I love myself more than anybody else. I want to keep loving myself in the future as long as I live. Well, everyone, what about you? Do you love yourself? Thank you for listening.